Hey guys, welcome back to RRC and part 1.7.2 and that's because I've had to do a video for the rest of the towing hitch in a separate video because there's quite a bit to do with it. So in this video guys, we're starting the 44, fixing this swivel bracket here, and then we'll move on through 45 and then 46, and where else does it finish? Well, it doesn't, it just keeps going, so there's a lot to do on this guy. So I'll get as far as I can and see what happens. Okay guys, that's the swivel joint done. Guys, you have these little pins here, and they have two size grooves. One's a wide groove and one's a thin groove. The thin groove is for the little E-clip that goes on there, and the wider one is for the R-clip, which you'll see in a minute, like so. So that's like that guys. Guess you can take the pins out and then slide it along to a smaller wheel diameter. If you look at the finish on these guys, I mean, it's really nice, that, I think. Hey guys, that's made up there now. Okay guys, that's how it's looking at the moment. Now you can take that pin out and extend it for a longer reach. It's on the back of the truck. So I think it's looking really good guys. Just got to get a sticker and put that there. Okay guys, got the stickers on there. So that's that little section complete. And there it just basically says warning, mind your fingers. So that's what that is. Okay guys, we're carrying on with the actual boom attachments now. One little note is when you're gluing these to the boom, you have to note where these little steps are here. So one is up and one is slightly lower down. So this is WA6, which is the larger piece for carrying the motors or simulated motors, winch motors that is, and this is WA7, which is the thinner of the two, and they sort of alternate. So I mean the manual tells you all this, but at first glance you're like, okay, let's just double check that. So just make sure you get them the right way around. Okay, and they've got to be glued on as well, guys, which is a bit of a bind. So I'll get these some glue on this. Okay, guys. So this one on the top of the boom, you'll have a I know 5mm gap from the top of the boom to the bracket, and obviously we're going to have to let that go off. And you get the thinner piece, and just double check. Yeah, I've got the thinner piece. So it is slightly difficult to see. Then it alters now. The WA7, which is the smaller one, goes up like that. So the gap is at the top there. You can see that, guys. And then the WA6 bracket, which is the larger one, go like. So there's basically one up, one down. Okay, guys, that's what that's looking like at the minute. I have got a bit of glue that I need to sort of scrape off there. So we'll let that go off, guys. I'll get you back on. Okay, guys, these are glued on now. So the next section is to start putting these plates on. So we'll get on with that. By the way, guys, all these parts had to be painted as well, had to be sprayed. They are black, but not semi-gloss black. So I'll get the other one, guys, and I'll get you back on. Okay, guys, that's them bottom plates on there. So next thing is to glue these, we'll call them cable guides. And they sort of just spring over. These are a bit messy, so guys, on with the glue. Okay, guys, that's them on. Okay, guys, while we're waiting for this glue to go off here, the next section is to making the pulleys. Okay, guys, so I've pulled a knot in there and I've put some super glue on it, on the knot, so it doesn't come undone. So that just slots in the side like so. You see that just like that. And then this then goes on there with a groove to let the direction of winding this is anti-clockwise with that cross facing you. Okay, guys, this is going to be a slow process, but you get the idea. I'll get this wound on and then get you back on. Okay, guys, that's how it's not the funnest job, I must admit, winding that on there, but that's what it's looking like once you've got it on. Just put a bit of tape across it and plastic bearing goes over that, guys, and over the other and there, and then knock the frame over then. And like that. I'll just put that bush over there, I'm covering that with a pin through the shaft, go over like so, and then we have these end caps. Okay, that's one of the simulated pulleys together there. Okay guys, as I said, that's one done. I'll get the other one done and I will get you back on. Okay guys, where we left off was we were gluing these to the frame. They've now gone off now. I've glued these cable guides or simulated cable guides, so the motors or simulated motors and cable drums are made up. So it's a matter of just fastening them on top here now. But a little tip guys, these motors, you've got motor A, motor B, and I've just put little labels on there. Motor 49, which tells me it's B, which goes on the back here, and I put 48 on the other motor, which tells you that goes in this position here. I mean, there is probably some people really obvious on there, but when you've got a lot going on the page, and if you're new to this, you might just get the drums the wrong way round. And there's also, each drum is a particular wind on for the cord. So drum B is clockwise and drum A is anti-clockwise, the way it gets wound onto the spool. So just a little tip for you there guys, it may help someone in the future. Okay, let's get on with mounting these on. I have put thread lock on these screws. Gonna nip these up a little bit. Okay guys, got these screws and off camera because it's fiddly. Bore you to death. I thought I'll do it off camera. Okay guys, that's one motor on there. Now the other thing is, inside these cable drums here, there's a rubber O-ring, so it's like a friction grip, friction grip to act as a brake. So these don't free spool, so when you want more cable, you know, you just pull on it. So you just adjust the screws here just enough to stop it running off all the cable. So just be aware of that guys. And this cord that we're using is it looks great, but it just unravels, so be careful with that as well. So that threads through this top pulley here and goes behind the guide, I guess it is. Still don't know the correct name for these guys, so if anyone knows, just comment below. Okay, so that's in there, so that's that one done. So guys, I'll get the other one on, get the cord through, get the hooks on, and I'll get you back on. I've got the simulated winch motors on through the guides. Now I'm just going to put the hook on to get them in there. So you just gotta, you can see the way this, well, hopefully you can see the way this cord just unravels. It's a bit of a nightmare. I mean, they give you, I think there's 5 meters of cord, so they give you a lot of cord, so don't worry about cutting some off if you have to. That seems okay. So hopefully you can see that, guys. I know it's tiny. I just wanted to show you this bit just to show how fiddly it is, really. And then you've got to get rid of that. Just want to make sure that's not going to come undone. Should be good. Get the hook in there. So I don't think you can see that. I've got to put a screw in there yet, but basically that's what it's looking like. Now this is where this little electric screwdriver comes into its own. I've got to charge it up. Okay guys, that's one hook on, and then that just goes onto there. So you just twist that up, take the slack up. So for that one, and we'll get the next one done. This is, as I've said, the motors are mounted, the cords are run through, and now the hooks are on the end there, guys, and that's where they sort of get stored. And then just put a bit of tension on the cable, and that'll hold them there. And then if you're going to extend these booms, obviously just a bit of slack and then pull it out, and they'll have enough cord to do it. So that's what it's looking like so far, guys. Let's move on with the last section of this video. Okay. Okay guys, that is the lift section that goes under the wheels of the truck, and that just parks like that on the back. Hopefully you can see it. So just lifts out like so. This will extend, that'll extend out for a longer reach, just like the real thing probably. Don't think these don't play any part, these hooks. They're just really for, well, realism, I suppose. So it would be really cool if you could motorize these in some way. I'm sure there's someone out there who could do that. That would be really good. That's everything done on this arm now, guys, the lift bit. So that's it for this video. And the reason being is that we're sort of finished on the boom, and the next section is actually mounting it to the truck. Now this is where, if you weren't using the electric height actuator, then you would be using these stainless steel bars, which are here, them 2 long ones there, to prop up the boom like so. But because I'm fitting the electric actuator, I've now got to look where build that, and then see where it fits into this drawing here, and whether it's something that I have to do now or later. But I think it's going to be now that I have to get that built and get it fitted, and fix it into the chassis of the truck before this arm goes on. So that's it for this video anyway, guys. As I've said, once again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.